Hi, this is Dani Carter-Iddens, founder of Taking Back You. May is such a special month because it's all about moms. Mamas, this is our month. So, to celebrate mamas during the month of May, we are going to do something special, a 4-part series called Mom Business May. If you've ever thought about starting your own at-home business, whether it's on your own or through network marketing, Taking Back You is going to help you find the tools you need to get your business off the ground. We welcome you to a month of growth and change like you've never experienced before. So, be sure to subscribe to the Taking Back You Momcast and join us. You won't be disappointed. You are listening to the Taking Back You podcast, hosted by Dani Carter-Iddens. Taking Back You is a witty, authentic, and sometimes sarcastic show for young mamas who are trying to reclaim themselves while fully entrenched in motherhood. Hello. This is Dani Carter-Iddens with the Taking Back You Momcast. And you guys, I am so excited about this week because this week is basically what was like the catalyst for Mom Business May. We're beginning our 3rd week of Mom Business May. We only have 1 more week left after this, but this week is the week, guys. This one's for all the beans. Because this week I'm going to tell you, like a lot of the free, you heard that right, free resources that I use, to run my at-home business. And you know what? Listen, I say home business or at-home business, but honestly, you can use these for, like any business, and you should use them for any business because they are great and they're fantastic. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be real with you, full disclosure. I am not going to tell you about every single free resource that I use right now in this podcast episode because it would go on for like 2 hours. So here's what you need to do. If you want the entire list, I have 34 free resources, and they're good. It's taken me 2 years to compile them and to figure them out and to figure out what's going on. But for you get them right now. So if you want that list, then what I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to click on the link that is attached to this podcast down at the bottom. And if there's no link, because you might be listening to this through another source, you're going to need to go to takingbackyou.com and go to like, Mom Business May, to takingbackyou.com/Mom Business May. And you will be able to download a copy of the 34 free resources with explanations, links to the resources so that you can get started. And honestly, some of these you can start using today if you are not already. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you what tools to use. I'm going to tell you where to find them. And I'm going to tell you why they matter because you know what? I can tell you how great they are. But if you don't know why, like you should use them and what they're for, then I'm kind of, I'm losing you on this. So if you want this list, again, it's got clickable links. You can follow straight to the site or the app or whatever. Then go ahead and go to takingbackyou.com, find our Mom Business May tab, or go to takingbackyou.com/Mom Business May. You guys are going to want this resource. It's really, really good. It's also a free resource. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is free advertising in social media. So if you haven't figured it out already, social media is the best place to do free advertising. Now, there are paid ads, which that's a whole nother episode in and of itself, but there are plenty of ways to advertise your business for free on social media. So I'm going to give you the top 2. And there are more, but I'm going to give you the top 2. The first one, obviously, is Facebook. And with Facebook, what you can do is, because this is the most popular social media platform, you're going to hit the most people. But on the downside, because it's the most popular social media platform, it's very inundated and it's very saturated. And so you might not, be able to reach everybody that you want to reach if you're not, savvy on how to use Facebook. So, what you want to do is you want to use Facebook to build a business page. And I say a business page as opposed to just using your own profile, because the way Facebook's algorithm is set up right now is that Facebook knows if you're advertising for a business on your personal profile. And what it'll do is it'll lower the rank of those posts for your business, and they won't see them. Your people won't see them. Your friends won't see them. But if you have a business page, that's what that's for, that it is for advertising. So you're going to want to start a business page so that you can, get people kind of over there. You advertise the business page on your personal profile. And the funny thing about that is that they won't lower that rank because you're still, kind of pushing people to stay on Facebook, which is what they like. On your business page, you'll be able to share live videos. Guys, don't be afraid of live video. It's not like it used to be. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be cute. People just want realness, and they want you to share what you know. You can share stories. You can create groups to share exclusive content. So like your business page can have a group that goes with it, where you might get a little more real. You might be, you might share some exclusive content. You might share some stuff that you see on the internet that's not necessarily appropriate for your business page. And, you can post links on your business page to, let's say you write a blog. You can post links to your blog, to your website. And really, this platform is all about making connections with your followers. So what you want to do is you want to, post engaging content where people are at, where you ask questions, they answer them. Polls are really good. All of those kinds of things where you're getting people to talk back at you. And you want to make sure that people can post on your business page and your groups so that they feel like they're a part of the conversation and that they're facilitating conversation, because Facebook is so much about making connections. The second social media kind of free advertising spot that's like really hot right now is Instagram. And Instagram is a digital magazine where you can share your lifestyle, your brand that you're aiming, to create. So really, Instagram has 5 main kind of ways that you can share. You can share through stories, through live videos. They have a new feature called IGTV, which you can post like short videos that you film like on your phone. And then obviously posting to your feed, and then what they call carousel posting, which is where you post several pictures together. I believe it's up to 10 that you can post. And using those carousel pictures, you can tell a story, or you can even do 10 videos, 1-minute videos. And those can be like, if you like, let's say you do workouts, you can use each video to show a different, workout technique or whatever. So that is, really good because it helps your followers kind of feel the lifestyle of your brand. And if you create a business account, which you're going to want to do, because you're not going to want, raggedy people that you don't know looking on your personal Instagram. So you're going to want to create a business Instagram. And when you do that, it's really cool because you can view insights and metrics onto who is viewing your photos and your stories and how they're doing, what is more popular, what type of posts are more popular. And then you can figure out which ones, what you should kind of stick with, what's not working so well. And then, of course, if you listened to my social media 101 for moms that I did a few weeks back, that you can use hashtags on Instagram. And those are really cool because they're kind of like ways for people that they follow the hashtag. Then that's another way for people that might not be following you, but are following the hashtag for them to be able to find your account and figure out, hey, this person's pretty cool. The downside of Instagram, though, is that you can't really add links. The only clickable link that you can add is in your Instagram bio. So like that link is gold. And it's kind of hard to get people to follow links. And that's really, Facebook is a little bit better for that. So like I said, there are more social media platforms that you can use for free advertising, but because it's just like a lot, I'm going to jump over to the content creation resources. And if you want to know more about social media advertising for free, make sure you grab a copy of my ebook, my resources ebook, my free resources ebook, because that'll have all of them on there. For free content creation, there are so many options, but like I said, I'm going to give you the best in this podcast. And when I say the best, I don't necessarily mean the best of all time ever in life. I kind of mean like the best for me. They might not be the best for you. So that's why you're going to want to look at the full list that I have, because there are a lot that like I use, but they're like not my main ones, but they could be your main ones. So my very absolute favorite content creation resource is Canva. And Canva is a website / app combo where you can create documents for Facebook, Instagram, social media, any social media platform. You can create ebooks, presentations, magazine covers. They give you templates for all of these things. You have access to special fonts, to special elements, to backgrounds. You can add your own pictures, add your own documents, add your logo. Canva is amazing. There is a little bit of a learning curve with Canva, but once you figure it out, you will like absolutely love Canva. It's my favorite resource, and it's the one I use the most to make basically all of my resources that I share with you guys. That's what I use. I use Canva because it's just such a great resource for making, documents that you need. Another really great resource, and I'm just now getting into, is like the Google Apps kind of suite. And what you want to do is you want to think of the Google Apps suite as kind of like the Microsoft suite, but for free. So they have, Google Docs, which is like Word for processing. They have Google Sheets, which is like Excel for data entry and calculation. They have Google Slides, which is like PowerPoint to create presentations. And then they also have this really cool feature, which I love. They have Google Forms. And there's no equivalent to this on Microsoft. And what it is you can create surveys and applications with Google Forms. I absolutely love it. I use it to create surveys and applications all the time. And the best thing about it is all these are free, and you can use these apps anywhere. You can use them on a phone, on a tablet, on your desktop, and everything you do saves automatically. And anybody who's used Microsoft, can I get an amen? When your computer has crashed and something's gone and it's gone. This won't happen to you. If your computer crashes, doesn't matter, because everything is saved automatically. Anytime you type something new, it automatically saves it. You will need to create a Google account to use these apps, but I'll talk a little bit more about Google in just a second, because Google is a great resource for starting a business and kind of way to get your info out there for free. So, but yeah, you're going to need a Google account to use these. And the last thing I'm going to tell you about is NCH software. That is a full service suite that offers several different like sound and video editing software options. If you're doing podcasts, if you're doing video or sound mixing, you will absolutely love NCH, and it gives you all of these things for free. And you're like going to be like, like they're really good, services that you can get for absolutely free. So jump on those. Like I said, there's more, on the resource, but I wanted to tell you about those because those are my absolute favorite that I use daily. I use them like pretty much every single day. For organization and for task planning, if you don't have a Dropbox, homies, get yourself a Dropbox. Go to Dropbox.com and create yourself a Dropbox. This is an invaluable resource for saving the content that you create, and it is free. And the great thing about Dropbox is that you can download it to your computer and to your phone and to your tablet, and everything will automatically sync onto every device that Dropbox is signed into. Okay? So you can even sign in online. So let's say you don't have your computer with you, you don't have your phone with you. I don't know why you don't have your phone with you, but you just fell into a bout of unfortunate luck and you don't have your phone with you and you need a document. You can go on Dropbox.com, sign in with your login, and pull the document off of any computer anywhere. Just make sure you sign off because you don't want anybody up in your business. Okay, so get yourself a Dropbox. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but get yourself a Dropbox. It is super, super important when I use it. That's my other thing I use every single day. If I don't have, my Dropbox. It is so important to save and sync up all of your content. And it makes it just that much easier when you have it. You can pull it up. Maybe you made it on your computer, but you can pull it up on your phone and it just makes life so much easier. Another organization resource that I love is Google Keep. All right. One thing that you're going to notice is I'm a Google fanatic. I love Google. Say what you want. But as far as starting a business and for what I'm trying to do, Google is just fantastic. They offer so many great resources, and I'm like a humongous Google fan. If I could and if I had the time, I'd probably become like Google certified. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm like obsessed with Google. I love Google. And Google Keep is an amazing app that can also be accessed online if you have like a Google Chrome. And it's wonderful to help you remember and to organize information that you need. You can record voice memos. You can make lists. You can save text that you'll need to copy and paste later. And you can even share your keeps with other people. And the cool part is that when you make a modification on your Google Keep list, it automatically syncs and it shows on theirs. So, I use these for business, but I also use them in my personal life. I use them for my family because sometimes we have like a packing list. So whenever we go to spend the night somewhere, we have a packing list, especially for my son, to make sure that he has everything that he needs. And sometimes my husband is packing and sometimes I'm packing. Well, when I'm packing, I know what's awesome and what we need, but my husband doesn't always pack, so he doesn't always know. So what I did was I created a Google Keep checklist with everything that my son is going to need. And so if he has to pack for him, he literally goes through the checklist, gets the thing, marks it off in the checklist. And I can sit wherever I am and write and look at the Google Keep list and see the check marks going on and the item being moved down to the bottom of the list. So that's really cool. That's just a side mom tip. Even if you're like, I don't know about business, but Google Keep is great for family organization as well. Moving on to websites and landing pages. Okay, listen, I'm going to be 100% with you. The only website creator that I've ever used is Wix.com. And the reason is because it's amazing. It's a great way to get started on building a website when you don't know how. And then on top of that, it's a great way to continue building your website once you do know how, because they just offer so many great features over at Wix. They offer customizable templates that are super easy to use. And you know what? You don't have to purchase any web hosting with WordPress, which is on my list because it's good for blogging and things like that. But you do have to purchase hosting if you want to use your own domain for WordPress. And so that's really cool about Wix, is that you don't have to purchase any web hosting. So like I said, it's the only website creator on my list because it's literally the best. And as far as disseminating your information and creating what they call automations, which is like, if you come on a landing page that I've created, I will automatically send you some information once you give me some information. So it's kind of like a, fair trade. And the way I do that is with MailChimp. MailChimp is literally a one-stop shop, and it helps you share your content and collect customer info. It's really great. They have templates, they have brand integration. It's really easy to do, but now here's the but. The only downside to MailChimp is that you cannot use it for network marketing companies. And that's per their user policy. If you try to use it, they will ding you. They will ding your account. Don't even try if you're gonna push a network marketing company. You're gonna have to use something else. Because MailChimp does not allow that. There are other services that will allow it. I haven't found one that's free like MailChimp is. That's also decent, but there are other ones. I do know that. For communication, you're probably going to be like, oh, I know what you're going to say. And you're right, Gmail. Gmail is the most popular email platform out there. And you know what? There's a very high chance that you probably already have a Gmail address that you use. Gmail, Gmail email. You don't have to say email because that's kind of implied already. A Gmail address that you use for your personal email. I do, however, recommend that you create a professional sounding Gmail address for your business so that you can keep, the emails that you receive for your business separate from your personal ones. There's a lot of theory on this. A lot of people say, buy a domain and hook up like your Google App Suite to that, and where you can get your personalized email with your domain. And yeah, that's for the future. That's definitely something that you can do for the future. But for right now, when I first started, I have a Gmail address that's literally, because my brand is, Taking Back You. I didn't want to do takingbackyou@gmail.com because I thought that was weird. So then I was like, okay, well, how about just from me, DaniCarterIddens@gmail.com. So that's what I did before I bought my own domain. And it's a great way to get started because it looks a little bit more professional than like, moneyhoney24, at gmail.com. It just doesn't sound as professional. So you want something that sounds professional, and you want a way to separate it from your personal emails so that you know which ones are for business and which ones are for pleasure. The cool thing is that Gmail has an app which allows you to link several different Gmail accounts at once. Or just Google accounts in general at once, so that you can see them all, but keep them separate. So I have my Google app, I have like 8 different Gmail emails, and all of them are for different things. One of them is my personal email address. One of them is the email for the dance studio where I work and I handle their marketing. One of them is for my network marketing business. One of them is for Taking Back You and for Dani Carter Iddens. One of them, I have one for, I'm on the Alumni Association board of directors at my alma mater. So one of them is for that. And so there's a lot of different caveats that I haven't broken into so that I can make sure I'm doing the right thing and sending the right, email to the right person. And what's cool about that is that you'll be able to, when you create a business Gmail account, like a personalized, email for that, you'll be able to sync it with all the other functions, like Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slide, a couple of other features that are really cool, Google Duo, Google Voice, Google My Business, and YouTube. All of those are Google products that you can link together and sync together. I go into Google Duo and Google Voice more in my ebook, but Those are two really great resources, especially Google Voice, because you can get a free telephone number with Google Voice, which is wonderful because you can use that as your business phone number. So you don't have to give people your real phone number. One more communication. I love it. Resource is Zoom video conferencing. You can set up free video chats with potential customers. And honestly, the beauty of Zoom is that you can schedule online meetings and then you can send out the link to people to invite them to join. And then what's even cooler is that you can even record the meeting and post it to social media later, so that if those people aren't able to join the meeting at the time it's happening, they can see it later, or you can even send them the link and they can watch it later. And don't worry, I know what you're thinking. Video meeting, oh dear heavens. You can call in from your phone, or you can even cut off the video if you need to, if you're not camera ready. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I'm just I'm just looking crazy. And so I just call in, or I'll go on my computer, but I cut the video off. Yeah, I love Zoom to, have just quick video meetings with people. And it's kind of just more personal than, talking on the phone. If you got to just talk on the phone, you talk on the phone. But, if I'm talking to somebody who lives far away from me and I kind of want to establish, I want to talk to them, then Zoom is a great resource because it allows you to see people. So I really like it. You should really look into it. If you're thinking video is not for you, I'm gonna be honest with you. Video is what's happening. It's the wave of the future. And so if you're not, down with video, put on your big girl draws, because it's time. You got to get down with video because it's just happening. It's happening. It's happening. And if you want to do a business and you want to, especially a home business, you're going to have to get down with the video. It's just how it is. I'm sorry. I love you, but I just want to be real with you. Okay. Let's see now. Business and finance. You need to know some business and finance stuff, right? Cause you got all these cool resources, but if you don't have a way to run your business and get paid, then there's a problem. So, I threw in here Google My Business, which is for brick and mortar businesses. So this might not necessarily apply to you. But what's really cool about that is if you go on and you create your business profile, you can include pictures, you can set your business hours, you can set your holidays, and you can even respond to customer reviews. That's really quick. It's not really about an at-home business, but I just thought, you know what, I'd want somebody to tell me about it. And so there you go. I told you about it. Check it out. Now, as far as accounting is concerned, there is a free online small business accounting platform, and it's the best. It's the best, hands down. I've been using it for years. My husband uses it for his landscaping company. It's so good that once you do start making a little bit of cash, you're probably still not going to want to switch. You're not going to want to give it up. You're going to be like, why would I use QuickBooks when I can use this? And it's free. So you use Wave apps. It's Wave apps. Wave apps. I don't know why they named it that, but they did. So, and what you can do with it is you can create invoices and you can get paid from those invoices online. You get receipts, you can do estimates, you can keep up with accounts receivable, all of this stuff you can send to customers, send to clients. The list goes on and on. They have an extensive reports generator that makes it really easy at tax time. And they are in beta for including a point of sale, which is if you think cash registers are a point of sale right from the website. So I think pretty soon what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to hold your phone and charge people for services and get paid for services right from your phone through your accounting platform. Mind blown. So get yourself Wave apps. That's how you're going to keep up with your money. It is a great resource. And listen, it's only gotten better. It was good 5 years ago when we started using it, but it just gets better and better and better every year. When it gets to landscape season and I get back on Wave and I'm like, okay, here we go. Every year I'm like, what? Oh my, it's even better. So Wave apps. Remember that. Go get started with them. They're amazing. Now you need, you're like, okay, well, how else can I get paid, Dani? Because I'm going to be out and about. PayPal. Y'all know about PayPal. You want to create a business account for PayPal, and then that'll allow you to receive money in your business's name, which is really good at tax time because then you'll get a report for, how much money you've made and everything like that. You can request a free card swiper, and then you'll be able to take credit cards. And the card swipers are cool because they can hook into your audio jack. And if you don't have an audio jack, I believe they have some that are that you can just take it like through the app. You don't need to swipe it. Now PayPal does take fees, but it's free to use. So I mean, as far as like, you think they're going to take fees because like that. And the money can be transferred into your account in a few days. One more, and like really quick, it's another way to get paid. It's called Venmo, and it's actually a subsidiary of PayPal. And what you can do is people can send you money via your Venmo app by using your Venmo username or by scanning your Venmo code. And what's cool about Venmo is you can leave the money in your app to pay for other things for your business or for your life or whatever, or you can transfer to your bank account. And, that like PayPal only takes a couple of days to get into your bank account. Let's see. I'm going to talk about two more things. I'm going to go kind of into, last but not least, multimedia, free multimedia tools that you can use. My first one is Spotify. I absolutely love Spotify because it is a great way to create playlists that you can share with your followers. Now, you're probably like, what? Why would I want to do a playlist? The playlist is really fun to set the mood, and you can use these playlists to kind of find like-minded friends and potentials, because what you do with it is you create a playlist of like a certain genre of music or a certain time period or whatever, and then you share it. And then there's going to be people who are like, hey, this woman or person likes the same music that I like, and now you've created a connection. So like I have with Taking Back You, we have the hashtag Millennial Mom Hustle Spotify playlist, and it's all 90s and early 2000s music. And just like to get you going, get you pumped, get you like ready to go throughout the day. And especially if you are staying at home, it's just good, fun music from like when we were kids. And all of it's clean because, I know your kids are probably at home with you, or you might be playing in the car with your kids and all of that. So music is clean, but it's cool. And I have a lot of people who are like, girl, I love this playlist. And I just think it's fun because I love music. I mean, I'm a dancer. I love music. And so I listen to it all the time just because it just like, makes me feel good and takes me back. Also on Spotify, you can listen to podcasts where you can learn a lot. Some of you might be listening to this podcast on Spotify. Hi, hello. I love Spotify to listen to my podcasts of, not me, but like my podcast that I listen to of other people. And, Spotify is just a great resource to find new music that you can, listen to and get you inspired for like doing your thing. It's just good background music. Last but certainly not least, what kind of podcaster would I be if I didn't talk about this resource? And it's anchor.fm. And listen, if you're looking to start a podcast, this is the easiest way to get started. I'm not saying it because this is the platform that I use for my podcast. I'm saying it because it's true. You can record segments on their website or on their app, and it's like super easy. If you want to use their app, you can even use their app on your phone. And when you want to record a segment, you can just talk into your phone like you would when you're talking to a person. And it's like it'll make that a podcast. Or if you're like, I want a microphone, you can use a microphone like a Yeti. I recommend a Yeti microphone. That's what I'm talking to you right now on. I'm talking to you right now on a Yeti Blue. You can get it at Amazon. It costs listen, I mean, it costs a couple of bones, but I mean, it's a great value. So, or you can just buy a cheap one, but I mean, the sound quality might not be as good, but you know what? Hey, you got to start somewhere. I love Anchor. And what's really cool is Anchor will get you disseminated to several different podcasting platforms. So like because of Anchor, I'm available on iTunes, Spotify, Google. Oh Lord, there's a whole bunch that I can't even think of right now. But you can find me on a lot of them because of Anchor. So if you're looking to get started in the podcast arena, Anchor.fm is a great free resource. And I love them and I'm going to stay with them. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, that was just some of the lists. Like I said, if you want the entire list, go to takingbackyou.com. And Mom Business May is a big thing over there. So it's okay. You'll be able to find them. But you know what? Honestly, I keep mentioning the entire list, the ebook, because it is filled with a lot of great resources. So if you're like, okay, Dani, I get it. Ebook, free resources, bobbity boop, got it. I know I keep saying it, but it's because I know it will help you and I want to help you. So jump over there, do that. Download this free resource. It is amazing. It is great. And listen, this list is by no means exhausted. We could go on and on, but listen, it's a great start. It's definitely a great start. And it's going to give you some places to start from. It's going to give you some launch pads. I think a lot of times what happens is we get paralyzed by like our lack of knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't know where to start. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to do. So we just don't do. And so what I wanted to do was to share with you how to do so that you can start doing. And you can get your action plan in place so you can rock and roll, baby. All right. So I will talk to you guys next week. Next week is our final week of Mom Business May. And I'm going to share with you who I follow and who I look up to and who inspires me to, run my business and to, kind of do what I do every day and every week. And I'm doing that because, you might get some value out of following them and, be inspired by them as well. I'm over here just trying to share the wealth, homies. That's really what I want to do. So I want you to know about these people if you don't know about them already, because they are great resources and they're great, just like they're cool people. And they're also trying to do the same thing. They're trying to just help people. They figured it out. They figured out how to get there. And then now what they're doing is they're turning around and they're telling other people how to get there. And if you want to work hard, they will help you get where you want to be. So have a great week. Have a wonderful day. It's warm. I think it's warm all over the country. Finally. We've been having like just quite a time with the weather lately, but it's warm. The sun's not shining right now, but you know what? We're going to take it because it's warm outside. And yeah, school's almost out. May is like halfway through. I can't even. All right, guys, have a great week and I will talk to you really soon. Hi. I'm Dani Carter-Iddens, creator of Taking Back You. My vision for Taking Back You was simple. I wanted to create a safe place for mamas to focus on the dreams that have been placed on their hearts, where they could walk alongside other mamas who get and give advice on how to do this mom thing. I want to tell mamas what I wish someone had told me, and to build a community of mothers who aren't afraid to reach for the stars, even while holding their children in their arms. Want to learn more? Visit takingbackyou.com, because at Taking Back You, we know happy moms raise happy kids. Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions. Like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places people like to listen? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now, Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. I love Anchor because I was up and running in a couple of hours. You can even record your episodes on the go using their super friendly Anchor app. So, if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. I can't wait to hear your podcast. Thank you so much for listening. For more information on this and other episodes of Taking Back You, visit takingbackyou.com. And be sure to subscribe and share with your friends.